Mindset's everything. So that's the very first thing that we work on with clients when we work them through a workshop is where is your mindset, and then you don't necessarily have to like grow your mindset, but just recognize where it is, and that will kind of define like how you should build your wealth. Honestly, 80% of the people out there probably shouldn't be real estate investors. They don't have the grit, they don't have the wherewithal to actually do the real estate properly. And so they should be more along the lines of just accepting that and finding a good partner to go and invest with instead of doing the investing for them.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros podcast. I'm your host, Michelle Kesil, and today I'm joined by someone that I'm looking forward to chatting with, Brian Persson, owner of Weekend Wealth Investments, helping clients overcome complexity of investing in real estate, and also 15 years experience as a real estate investor in Alberta, Canada. So excited to have you here today, Brian.
Yeah, great. Excited to be here.
I think our listeners are going to take something away from how you're approaching your experience in the real estate market and supporting others. So let's dive in.
Yeah, absolutely. So start with a little bit about me, I guess.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, as you just mentioned, I've been investing in real estate for 15 years now. Actually, I think it's closer to 17. Just a couple of years extra on there. Started the way a lot of real estate investors do. I started buying the small, shiny, cheap things like condos and smaller, cheap houses. Worked out okay, but obviously, there's bigger plays in real estate that you can make. And over the years, we kept scaling up. My wife and I kept scaling up our game. And over the last couple of years, we've been starting to invest into apartment buildings here in Alberta, Canada. So we also decided to make it not just an investment for us, but an actual business. So we've converted a lot of our real estate expertise and time into raising money for other people to help them invest into real estate as well with us in our apartment buildings. So that's kind of the sweet and short notes of what we've been doing over the last 15 years.
Awesome. And are you only operating in the Alberta market, or are you in other markets as well?
At the moment, we are only operating in Alberta. Yeah, we've had property in Saskatchewan and other areas, but we've since liquidated that a few years ago. Right now, we're focusing in Alberta because Alberta is kind of the hot spot of Canada right now. A lot of people are coming there. The wages are high. The real estate is still relatively cheap.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
And the rest of Canada has kind of figured that out. And now the larger population centers are starting to migrate a lot of people over to Alberta. So Alberta is very hot and should be hot for the next couple of years. And we've been investing here for 15 years, so we know it very, very well already, and we have a little bit of an advantage on the people coming in, and we can help them out and find the right property for them here in Alberta.
Awesome. What do you feel are some of the main keys that have made the biggest difference in allowing your business to be able to grow and to run smoothly?
Operations, for sure. Every time I compare myself to other real estate investors and I hear their issues and their problems that are going on, almost always it's operations. And you hear it everywhere from like larger apartment buildings down to sort of your small mom and pop operations where they just have a single family home. And when you hear their stories, it's always they're a little bit asleep at the wheel, or they didn't quite operate their properties well. One of our strategies is actually to take over badly managed properties, because we're very good at like putting in all the systems and the operations for those properties, and we can take something that looked kind of like a lump of coal and turn it into a diamond very, very quickly with generally out a lot of renovation costs. So that's a nice thing for our investors, because then they don't have to put as much money into the property. But definitely over the years, I've found that we operate our properties a lot harder and a lot more efficiently, and I would say that we just care about our tenants and the buildings themselves more than a lot of other operators. And that has made a huge difference on our cash flow, a huge difference on the amount of equity that we've been able to reinvest into our properties compared to other investors that I know.
Definitely. And so how did you get started as an investor? You mentioned like that you started with all the condos and then you've moved up, but how did that transition actually like look for you?
Uh, s- Again, like kind of like every new investor starts off, they're just like looking for something cheap and they don't want to spend a lot of money. It's not always the right way to go. That's exactly how I started. In fact, I got caught in a shiny object syndrome where Edmonton back in 2007 had just spiked. The real estate prices had almost doubled. And I saw another city nearby, Saskatoon, doing a very, very similar thing. And I ran out there trying to buy a property before the markets spiked. Basically, real estate speculation, if you want to call it that. And of course, I got in a little bit late, and I ended up buying right at the peak, and that property price stayed the same for about 10 years. Still a good investment in the long term. It cash flowed really, really well. And I barely had to do anything to manage it. But yeah, after learning that lesson, I went and got a little bit more thoughtful about where to put my money and how to invest it. And that's when we discovered suited houses. So the cash flow is higher. You have now two units instead of one unit in the same building, and then like just kept upping the game from that point, where we're now into apartment buildings and we're actually helping other people invest into real estate with us.
Awesome. How are you, yeah, working to help others invest with you? Is that through like the course that you do, or what does that look like?
A number of different ways. Primarily over the last couple of years, it's purely just investment. So we have two investment silos, I guess you could say, that we use, and that is you can come buy an apartment building with us.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
And the goal there is to, as I was saying, we're really good at operations. So the goal there is to put those systems, put those operations in place on that apartment building, raise the value quite quickly, and then pull that investor's money back out, return the money to the investor, and they effectively have bought the building for free in the end. And then the other silo is for depending on the person, someone like a doctor, lawyer, dentist, those kind of people where they just need somewhere to put their money and they don't really want to pay attention to it. I also have a license in the private equity market, and they can put their money into really large funds of real estate. So they're still directly invested into real estate, but they just have a little bit more flexibility with what they can do with their money. It's not necessarily locked up into an apartment building for 1 or 2 years until they get their money back. So those are the two ways that we help investors out. Plus, over the years, my wife and I have found we got asked a lot of questions. It's like, how do you do that? How do you have the real estate portfolio and the career and the 2 kids and this and that, right? Like we can barely manage the 2 kids and like a regular job. And we got that question asked to us enough that we said, like there's something here. We're doing something different. And we decided to actually put a course together for it. And we call it the Riches, Relationships, and Real Estate Program. And basically it just helps couples analyze their financial goals, figure out their wealth path, and choose about 3 different sort of metrics to improve their life, whether that's the wealth through health, wealth through finances, or wealth through whatever other means that they can come up with. So we've also done some coaching and some workshops for couples in that sense.
Amazing. And
Yeah, it's
what
been fun.
advice would you give? What was that?
I said it's been fun. Yeah, the
Yeah, I'm
workshops are fun.
sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's fun to work with people in that intimate setting.
Yes.
What are some advice you give for the people that you're training or that are just starting out, that, maybe you wish you had earlier on?
Oh, mindset. Mindset's everything. So that's the very first thing that we work on with clients when we work them through a workshop is, where is your mindset? And then you don't necessarily have to like grow your mindset, but just recognize where it is, and that will kind of define like how you should build your wealth. Maybe you're the kind of mindset that's just gonna grow crazy, and you got all the motivation and the gumption to do it. Well, there's a path for you. Maybe you like the 9 to 5, you want a really secure union job, and there's a different path for you there. So analyze your mindset. Don't beat yourself up about it, and just accept kind of who you are. That's the number one piece of advice I would give for any real estate investor, because honestly, 80% of the people out there probably shouldn't be real estate investors. They don't have the grit. They don't have the wherewithal to actually do the real estate properly. And so they should be more along lines of just accepting that and finding a good partner to go and invest with, instead of doing the investing for them. So just know who you are, and know what your growth pattern is going to look like, and accept that. It'll be a lot easier for you in the future.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
And what are you most focused on solving or scaling to next in your business?
We're focused on apartment buildings. That's the big scale over the next couple of years. So we want to get it to a point where we have a team, we have a number of different buildings across Canada. Haven't started looking into the United States yet, but we're keeping our eye open there as well. But definitely, that's the next couple of years is growth in apartment buildings, so that we can help out both our own personal wealth and also people's wealth in.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
In the sense that they just don't, they're feeling a little bit overwhelmed and they don't know how to get into real estate. We really want to help those people out and make sure that they have an access to investing in real estate that they maybe thought that they couldn't actually get access to.
Yeah, definitely. And why specifically apartments? Why is that the asset class that you're choosing?
Scale. So we're very good at residential real estate. So we're not big fans of commercial, not big fans of industrial, not big fans of development or other different real estate plays. So we like residential real estate because you have more clients. So for example, like in a commercial building of a similar price, you might have three clients. You might have three bays that you're renting. In the exact same price point for a residential building, you might have 20 residential units for the same thing. So, you know, if one resident exits that 20 unit building, it's kind of a non-event. So you have a much more steady, much more predictable cash flow over the years, and you can watch large scale economics a little bit better and understand like where people are migrating and start to predict where you should invest your residential real estate money. And then because apartment buildings, like I said, just scale. We started with 1 units and then we went to 2 units, which worked out really well. And now we're up into 14, 20 unit buildings. And the stability of it and the ability to sort of pull more levers and press more buttons in a larger piece of real estate like that is just so much more accessible than like a single family house.
Definitely. And what are you most looking forward to for this year? Like any goals that you're trying to hit or opportunities that you're excited about?
Yeah, like kind of like I mentioned earlier, Alberta's booming. So we're really looking to buy as many apartment buildings as we can this year. We are aiming for 4 new apartment buildings if we can find the right deals this year. And that's the big goal is to bring on about 4 apartment buildings, which should translate into somewhere between 60 and 80 new units. That would be amazing if we can hit that goal and bring on that kind of wealth for us and our clients.
Definitely. And yeah, when it comes to the clients that you support, is that like in the similar strategy where it's focusing on the apartments?
Yeah, yeah. So we don't we've we've contemplated buying houses with the clients, but there's just not usually enough meat in the deal to really like make it valuable for the client. And we're not big renovators. We don't like to renovate if we don't have to. So that's one of the main ways to build value into a single family residence. Apartment buildings, like I said, you have more levers, more buttons that you can press. So it's much, much easier for a person to invest their money with us into an apartment building and have a like significantly better return than it is for a single family home. So we're really focused on the apartment buildings. We know the space really well. It's air quotes easy for us. There's no easy real estate, but we've done it long enough that we kind of know all the ins and outs and the dangers of investing into real estate. We can handle and we know how to mitigate. So that's a really big benefit for us and for the clients is that we've started to look at ourselves over the last number of years as risk mitigators and not so much like real estate investors. We're really out there to protect the client's investment and not necessarily like create the biggest deal. And multifamily real estate is one of the best ways to do that.
Absolutely. What are some maybe challenges that you've experienced recently that you've now overcome?
Time management. I kind of touched on this, but we're right at a point where we're trying to grow the team, but there's not enough deals in the system, not enough money in the system, and so a lot of that falls onto the business owner. So as a small business owner, as we are right now, time management is a big issue. And yeah, it's been a challenge over the last year for sure. I've managed to get the right coaches, find the right kind of systems for myself when it comes to time management, and put in the right goals too. That was a big thing. It's like instead of just working as hard as you can, like actually focusing on the right goals and the right actions. Having someone direct me on that, like a coach, was a big deal for me. It changed a lot about how stressed I was, how much time I was actually having to put into the system. So yeah, and I think any new real estate investor will experience that. Is that time is a big deal when it comes to real estate. It always takes a lot more time to invest in real estate than you think, and you got to manage that right from the get go.
Absolutely. And do you have any specific marketing strategies or networking when it comes to finding the deals?
Not particularly. I've always seen real estate as a very social activity and very social business. So I mean, it's kind of second nature to me now. So maybe if I do have a strategy, it is just to like kind of keep my foot on the pedal of networking. And I'm always out there meeting new realtors and meeting new mortgage brokers, meeting new insurance agents, everybody in the real estate field, because you never know who you're going to meet. You never know what deal they have in their pocket. Uh, like a recent example was a golf tournament that I sponsored a hole for a local pizza shop here in our community, and they do a fantastic like fundraiser for different people around the community. And I can't remember exactly what his profession was, but not the kind of profession you would expect them to have anything. And all of a sudden, like, out comes this deal and this apartment building that I can start investigating, just through some golfer passing through my hole and having a quick conversation with him. So I've never like tried to analyze how valuable a person may or may not be. I've always just got out there and networked, and that seems to like just draw in all the opportunities as much as possible.
Absolutely. I love
Mhm.
that. That's a fun way to do it.
Yeah, and it's fun too. Yeah, yeah. It fills the cup a little bit to get out there and and meet people and meet new friends and acquaintances.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
So before we wrap up here, if somebody wants to reach out, connect, learn more, where can people find you and connect with you?
Yeah, you can find us at weekendwealth.ca, and you can email us at info@weekendwealth.ca, or pretty well on any social media channel at weekend.wealth, and you'll find us there.
Perfect. Well, I appreciate your time, your story, your perspective. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's been fun.
Of course. And for the listeners tuning into the show, if you got value, make sure you've subscribed. We've got more conversations with operators like Brian who are building real businesses, and we will see you on the next episode.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.